There's a difference between labor that ends when you stop and labor that compounds after you've moved on. Most domestic routines dissolve the moment you pause them. The meal gets eaten, the floor gets dirty again. The day resets, but some routines can be documented once and monetized repeatedly. That shift is not about working harder. It's about recognizing which patterns you're already performing hold structural value beyond the home. You're not building a business from scratch. You're extracting economic function from systems you've already optimized. The motherhood economy doesn't reward effort. It rewards replicability. If you can teach it, package it, or automate the explanation of it, you've crossed into product territory. Most mothers assume their routines are too ordinary to monetize. But ordinary is exactly what scales, because ordinary is universally needed. The market doesn't want your exotic expertise. It wants your repeatable solutions to problems other mothers are also solving alone. You've already designed the system, you just haven't exported it yet. Digital products are not creative projects, they're operational documentation. Turned into client-facing tools, a meal rotation becomes a template. A cleaning sequence becomes a checklist, a bedtime framework becomes a guide. The labor was already happening, you're just shifting the audience. This is why the highest earning stay-at-home mothers don't describe themselves as content creators. They describe themselves as system architects. They're not performing motherhood for an audience, they're offering infrastructure that other mothers can install into their own homes. And infrastructure doesn't need to be invented. It just needs to be clear. The economic blind spot here is assuming that value requires novelty. It doesn't. Value requires clarity and function. You don't need a unique idea. You need a usable one, and you already have dozens. Most mothers sit on top of optimized routines that took years to develop and never consider that those routines are intellectual property. But they are, because someone else is still in the trial and error phase. You've already exited. That gap between where you are and where they are is the product. The product isn't the routine itself. It's the speed at which someone else can now implement it without redoing your research. You're not selling advice, you're selling time compression. And time compression, in the motherhood economy, is one of the highest value offerings available because mothers don't lack motivation. They lack operational bandwidth and pre-built systems. Restore bandwidth immediately. This is why templates outperform courses, why checklists outperform coaching, why frameworks outperform inspiration. Mothers don't want to be taught how to think differently. They want to be handed something that works today. If your product requires them to change first, it won't sell. If it requires them to implement immediately, it will. The best performing digital products in the stay-at-home economy are plug-and-play systems, not transformation journeys. You're not guiding them toward a new identity. You're handing them a tool that solves a problem they already named. That's the difference between a product that earns once and a product that compounds. Now, the format matters. PDFs still convert because they're frictionless. They don't require apps, passwords, or learning curves. A well-structured PDF is a system in a file, and systems in files sell consistently. Notion templates, Canva bundles, Google Sheet trackers. These aren't creative expressions. They're economic instruments. They do one thing, fast, and they do it repeatably. The mothers earning four figures monthly from digital products are not selling complexity. They're selling instant function. One product solves one loop in someone else's domestic infrastructure. And if that loop recurs daily or weekly, the product becomes essential, not optional. Essential products don't need to be promoted constantly. They generate word of mouth because they reduce visible effort. When another mother sees someone operating more smoothly, she asks what changed, and the answer is often a template. That's organic client acquisition, driven by operational credibility, not personal brand. You don't need to be likable. You need to be useful. And usefulness, in this economy, is extremely monetizable. Most mothers assume monetization as an audience first. It doesn't. It requires one solved problem and one clear delivery format. You can sell a product to 10 people before you have any followers. If those 10 people have the problem your product solves, audience is amplification, not prerequisite. The mothers who wait to build an audience first often never launch because they're optimizing for attention, not transaction. But transaction is what creates economic autonomy. Attention without transaction is performance, not business. You're not trying to be seen. You're trying to be purchased, and being purchased requires only two things: a defined problem and a functional solution. If you can name the problem in one sentence and your product solves it in under 10 steps, you have an offer. The rest is distribution, not invention. Now, let's address the income structure. Digital products generate passive income only after the active labor of creation and setup is complete, but that labor is front-loaded, not ongoing. You build it once, you sell it repeatedly. That's the entire thesis. This is why mothers who launch one strong product often out-earn mothers who post daily content without a product attached. Content without product is visibility without revenue. Product without content is revenue without scale. The ideal model is a small product promoted through minimal content that drives consistent microtransactions. You're not building a media company, you're building a revenue stream with a documentation arm, and documentation doesn't need to be polished. It just needs to be accurate. The tools that support this model are intentionally low barrier. A platform like Gumroad lets you sell a PDF in under 5 minutes. No website required. Stan Store allows single link monetization for mothers selling templates, guides, or trackers. These aren't luxury tools. They're operational essentials. For anyone treating home-based income as actual infrastructure, you're not paying for features. You're paying for transaction capability and client delivery. If the tool lets you take payments and send a file, it's enough. Optimization comes later. Function comes first. Most mothers delay launch because they're waiting for the perfect system, but the perfect system emerges from iteration, not preparation. Your first product won't be your best one, but it will be your most important one because it proves that your domestic intelligence has economic export value. And once that's proven, everything you build after compounds faster. You're not starting from scratch. Every time you're building on established credibility. The mothers currently earning from digital products did not begin with advanced skills. They began with one structured solution to one repeating problem, and they exported it before it felt ready. That bias toward action over perfection is what separates income-generating mothers from preparation-locked ones. You will not feel ready. You'll feel uncertain, but uncertainty with a published product becomes data, and data tells you what to build next. This entire model rests on one economic truth. Your routines are already valuable. You're just delivering them to the wrong audience. Right now, you're delivering them to your household for free, but the same system, slightly reframed, can be delivered to other households for payment. That reframe is the product, and the product is how stay-at-home mothers stop trading time and start trading infrastructure. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and reflective purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or professional advice. Any actions taken based on this information are your own responsibility. Always consult with a qualified professional before making business, financial, or legal decisions.